Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the Men Save Your Marriage show. My name is Terry. I'm your host. I did an autopsy on my failed marriage, and now I use the lessons that I learned to coach other men on how to save their marriage before it fails. I'm going to share with you the things I wish someone would have shared with me before my marriage failed. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back. You just heard the bell. That means it was time to enter the ring. We are in the fight to save your marriage. My name is Terry. I'm your host. I'm glad that you are here. I'm thrilled that you're here today as we continue on this journey in mastering communication in marriage. This is episode number 22. It's episode number 2 of this series. And today, in Mastering Communication in Marriage, we're going to talk about the number one communication mistake that men make and how to fix it. That's pretty exciting. How we can take that number one communication mistake and fix it. That should have a significant impact on our marriage. If there's room for improvement in this area, this could have a huge impact on your marriage. So we're going to jump right in. Obviously, I'm going to come at you with 3 points. You know that. I'm going to give you 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to dig into each one of them a little bit. And then we're going to go from there. But first, men, there's one communication trap you're falling into that's pushing your wife away. And you might not even see it. Today, we'll uncover this mistake and give you the tools to turn it around fast. This is the number one communication mistake that men make and how to fix it. So point number 1, fixing instead of feeling. Here's the mistake. When she talks, you jump to solutions, like a math problem. She says, I'm stressed about work, and you fire back immediately with, just quit or talk to your boss. The problem is she's not asking for a fix. She's asking you to feel with her, to sit in the mess with her for a minute. Studies show that 80% of women want empathy first, not answers, because they need to know you're on their team. You're not just fixing the scoreboard. Picture her venting about the kids, tantrums, you say, well, put them in timeout. And she just kind of sighs. Why does she sigh? Because what she wanted to hear was, wow, that sounds exhausting. I had one of the gentlemen that I have coached, John, he would fix every complaint until he tried this. And I convinced him that he needed to take a different approach. And what he said to her, his wife, was, that sounds rough. What's the hardest part? She didn't just keep talking. The first time he did this, she didn't just keep talking. She stopped and she hugged him. Now, the next time she opens up, don't solve it. Feel it. Ask her something simple, like, how's that hitting you? How's that landing with you? Or like my buddy John, that sounds rough. What's the hardest part? It's not about coddling her. It's about connecting before correcting. I'm going to say that again. It's not about coddling her. It's about connecting with her before you try to correct the problem that she has. So I want you to try it this week and see her eyes shift from frustration to relief because you're making an effort to connect with her. Now, point number 2, why does it backfire? Well, fixing the problem feels masculine. It's what we do, right? You see a problem, you hammer it out, you handle it, you get it taken care of, and you get things back into track, right? But to her, it lands like this. I don't care how you feel, just stop complaining. Now, you don't mean it that way. But that's what she hears, and it stings because you've gone right past what she feels and you've gone to how to fix it. And you're telling her with your actions, with your response to her, I don't care how you feel, just stop complaining. Here's the solution that you need. Over time, she stops sharing because she thinks you don't get it. Or worse, you don't want to. And that just simply isn't the case. But it's on us as the leaders in the home to figure out how to change this and stop it from backfiring on us. And the way that that happens is fixing feels masculine, but we have to feel it first. She needs us to feel it, to sit there with her in the mess for a moment. One of the other guys I worked with, Mark, his wife clammed up after years of this. And he would always say, here's what you do. Well, oh, I see the solution right here. She wasn't mad. She was lonely. So one night, after a little coaching, he stopped. He listened, and he said, these were his words to her, "I hate that you're carrying this." It was all he had to say, because he sat in it and felt it with her for a moment. She cried, not from sadness, but from finally feeling seen, finally being recognized, finally feeling as if, oh, no, wait a minute. He's just going to sit here in this with me. Instead, before offers, oh, here's what you do. No solution. He said, "I hate that you're carrying this." And that was enough to cause tears in her eyes because she felt seen. Fixing shuts her down because it skips her heart. Let me say that one again. Fixing shuts her down because it skips her heart and it goes straight to her head. Think about the last time you offered a solution. Did she pull back? That's the backfire. This week, catch yourself mid-fix, bite your tongue. Don't bite it off, but bite it and ask something simple. Here's a good line. What's that like for you? Whether she's complaining about her boss, she's complaining about the kids, whatever she's complaining about, just, hey, what's that like for you? Use that sentence. Say it just like that. What's that like for you? You're genuinely asking. It's tough to pause the fixer in us when we see a solution. I get that. It's very difficult. But it's the difference between you and her in this struggling marriage that you're in right now. It's the difference between a wall between you or a bridge between you. And make no mistake, you're not less of a man for stopping and pausing and feeling along with her. You're more of a husband. You need to understand that. You are not less of a man for pausing and feeling with her and not looking past her heart and jumping straight to her head for the solution. No. You're not less of a man. You're way more of a husband. Point number 3. That was why it backfires. But point number 3 is the fix for the fixer. You don't have to ditch your problem-solving superpower. Just put it on a leash. That's what I told Mark. You don't have to stop solving her problems. You just can't lead with that. Listen first. Feel with her. And then ask, hey, do you want my take on this? Do you want my opinion? But if you haven't felt yet, she doesn't want your opinion. If you haven't listened yet, if she doesn't feel seen or heard or from you, she doesn't want your opinion. But if you have stopped and listened first, if you have asked that question, how does that land with you? How does that hit you? Okay, if she knows you're accepting her and leaning into the feel and she recognizes that, and then you ask, about, do you want my take on this? Would you like my opinion? 9 times out of 10, she's going to say yes, but it's on her terms now. Not yours busting out like a big reflex, the automatic fixer, right? It's on her terms. She felt seen first, so now she's open into listening. It's like handing her the reins instead of dragging her along. You're giving her the control in this moment by just letting her be felt, letting her be heard. You're listening to her. You're asking something as simple as, how does that land for you? How are you feeling about this? And you're basically handing her the reins and then asking, do you want my take on this? Would you like to hear my thoughts on it? Again, 9 times out of 10, she's going to say yes. But you're doing it on her terms. I have a buddy, Steve. He would bulldoze his wife with advice until he started waiting. So one night, she's venting about her mom. And he says to her, that sounds heavy. Do you want my thoughts? She nodded They talked for an hour. No fight, no argument, just flow between the two of them. But he had to start with, that sounds heavy. That is 3 very simple words. But in those 3 words, he recognized where she was, and he honored where she was. And then he said, do you want my thoughts on it? But first she knew, oh, he's sitting right here in this mess with me. All right. Yeah. Now that I know you're here with me, I do kind of want your thoughts on it. That's all it took. And then they talked for over an hour. Again, no fight, no arguments, no disagreements, just flow between them in a great session of communication. So practice this week. Hear her out. Reflect on what she feels. Something as simple as, you're overwhelmed, aren't you? That's all it takes. Then offer help if she's ready. It's not about stifling you. It's about timing. You're still the guy who can solve it. You're still going to be her hero, but now you're the guy she trusts to hear her first. So try it. Watch how she leans in instead of pulling away. That's the fix that actually works. And that is important for you to understand. Okay, before my final thoughts, even the greatest athletes, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, they all had coaches to push them, to refine their skills and help them win. Because no one reaches their full potential alone. If your marriage is struggling, don't go at it alone. The Men Save Your Marriage mobile coaching is available today, and this gives you direct on-demand guidance, just like a top-tier coach, to help you navigate the toughest challenges in your relationship, to get answers when you need them, through quick, personalized audio or video coaching. I'll give you the exact steps you need. I'm talking one-on-one coaching with me, but when you need it. This isn't a set schedule next Tuesday afternoon at 1. This is through an app on our phones where I can listen to you and you can hear me, and we can communicate back and forth in the moment when you need it. Personalized coaching just for you. I'll give you the exact step you need to turn things around. No fluff, no waiting, just real help when you need it. Your marriage is worth fighting for. There's no reason to go solo. I'll be your coach. Let's win this together. Now you can sign up at the website, mensaveyourmarriage.com, all one word, mensaveyourmarriage.com, and you can go there and sign up for mobile coaching today. All right, so I'll wrap up in my final thoughts. Your step this week: catch yourself fixing and switch to listening. At least once this week. Catch yourself trying to fix it. Stop and listen. Then I want you to rate the podcast this week. 5-star, give me 5-star review and drop a review. And then let's get this fix out to more men. Let's get these solutions and this podcast out to more men. So 5-star review and 5 stars and a review helps the algorithm show this podcast to more men. But then also just share it with a guy, somebody you know who needs to hear this. You've got other men in your life, guys you work with, guys at church, guys wherever. And if they're struggling, hey, just, dude, check this out. This could be for you, right? Please share that this week. I appreciate it. And finally, a final thought. This one's for you, men. Listening isn't losing. It's leading with love. I'm going to say that one again. Listening to your wife is not losing. It is leading with love. All right, I want you to take that into your week. I want you to stop and pause in the moment of fixing and listen to her. Let her feel heard first. Thank you, gentlemen. I do appreciate it. I look forward to see you here next time on the next episode. You have a great day.